glad we have antibiotics. Just like I'm glad I have a gun. But I don't want to ever use it. But if I have to, I will.
My daughters hate my smell.
It's showtime.
I like having fun. I like to laugh. I like to meet people who can make me laugh. I like having fun. Yes, I like to laugh.
Good morning, everybody. That's right, it's me. Back again for more fun and games. It's September 15th, right smack in the middle of one of the great months. I think you got to put September up there very high as you're making your months list. What do you got? September, May is always a great month.
It's fine.
December with the Christmas and the Hanukkah and the feeling of relief that the year is coming to a close. We're going to put July in the sure category. February is my birthday, one of the greats. One of the great months, but it's cold, you know, no matter where you live. Unless you're down in Australia where it's summer down there, mate. That's our show. That's our months in review. Top 10 months. Let's do that next week. We'll start stealing the Letterman Top 10. It's up for grabs. Try copywriting that, Dave.
Hello.
We got a big show today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just get our guests acknowledged and respected. We have music coming later from Sarah Noveller. And did I fuck that up already?
Just Noveller. Noveller.
That's what I said.
Just Noveller.
Well, you didn't say that.
Hey guys, it's Jeremy Renner.
You just said, you just told me the pronunciation of the name.
Literally in the dock. But
No, I want to put you on blast.
You gotta read
Somebody
the docs.
says, like, you're clarifying how to say your last name. So how am I supposed to know that
whatever
that's
you
what
want
you
it
were
to.
saying about?
Whatever you want.
Noveller's going to be playing Jesus Christ.
Noveller.
I want somebody in this organization
I want you to go,
who knows how to do their fucking job.
go in the
very
dock to
excited to share some
1050.
music
You will
with you.
see.
I say, listen to me. I see in the doc. Sarah Lipstate listed.
Lipstick.
Somebody. No, Sarah Lipstate.
Noveller, parentheses.
And then she
Sarah
says,
Lipstate.
and then I say, oh, I thought it says Lipstick. I go, no, Noveller. So you're clarifying a last name. You're not explaining that she's fucking Prince or whatever.
Very clear. It was made very clear. I will not take responsibility.
Sarah, I apologize. I know you're in the control room. This is a devastating moment for you and the show. This is a dark day. If I wanted clarification on my name, my last name, which can be confusing, is it Heidecker? Is it Heidecker? It's Heidecker. That's what I would say. And people go, ladies and gentlemen, up next is Heidecker. No, that would never happen. Not with a real production, not with Worldwide Pants or Johnny Carson Productions.
Corson, Johnny.
What's your perspective on this? Jay Weingarten is here sitting in the Doug chair. How can you replace Doug? You can't. You can't do it. We're not even going to try. Your perspective on this, or do you want to move on? Do you want to respectfully not?
Worst intro ever. Can I please take from the top?
Yeah, from the top. Let's reset.
over. Good intro
I
from
know
the
about
perspective from the.
And Skinner is here chiming in with good cheer and good energy, laughter. You love it.
I
you
do.
Love, you
I
love
love
Office
it.
Hours. Started out as a fan, but you're an artist in your own right, a great artist. And you are going to be painting for us throughout the day and talking and hanging out and having observations
Good intro.
and calling bullshit when you see it, I hope.
Yeah, I do see it. I see it already.
Miss... What am I hearing?
That one was on me.
Strike 2 on Captain Carlin today. Mr. Burger, Victor Burger, Mr. Sunglasses, 2 weeks in a row. Mr. Sunglasses and his dirty old cowboy hat.
It's getting really
it.
effed up.
Yeah.
I sat on it the other day, so you can see the front's all curved up.
What is with the sunglasses? Don't you have regular glasses?
It's very bright in here.
It is not.
And I just prefer to be a little like, I don't know. It's like a Keith Richards kind of thing, you know. We don't ask him why he has
I love fucking with him. Why not? You know, if you can't see, you don't have to see it. But of course, your Zooms, your hotline calls. That's a big part of the show. I saw a YouTube comment. Sometimes I look at the YouTube comments. Big mistake, right?
Big mistake.
And this was, I don't know, it might have been the Tenacious D episode, I don't know. But this guy goes, every time they go to the calls, I go, why? This is the worst part of the show. I go, that is the show. That's the core. Of course we have celebrities and musicians and great artists, but it is a community. Get on board. Okay? And this guy goes, I thought they were going to lose that. No. I like to, that's why I did this show to begin with, is to connect and meet people and find out about the world out there. Come on, man.
Friendly person who just wants to laugh and have fun.
That's what I am.
I like people.
Guys, how's our musical guest? Has she stormed off out of
no.
just
I'm excited about
Wes?
No Veller.
Forgiveness?
She gone? Oh,
Forgiveness.
She forgave us.
And by the way, our not very often seen, but much loved and much respected, hardworking, very talented person, Luke. I don't even know Luke's last name. What am I doing in my life?
Luke Burba.
Luke Burba. Sorry, I got a million. I got a million thing Burba, of course. How am I going to forget that Burba? We just call him Burba. Luke Burba's birthday today. It's a Burba birthday in the control room. And there are balloons. You can imagine balloons galore. And Matt's, of course, gotten the cake coming and flowers. So let's wish. Happy birthday to Luke Burba. Burba.
Happy birthday, Luke.
How the hell did they come up with Burba, right? Burba. Come on, Luke. Time to change your last name. Let me suggest one for you, Luke. Luke Strange. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
You could do your Luke Skywalker impression.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, you got one?
Well, I've heard you do some Darth.
Oh, I am your father.
Or,
Oh. By the way, this Star Wars, they keep coming out with new Star Wars and or what?
Why?
And or what, I say. Right?
Enough.
Oh. Is that from Andor?
Yeah. Friend of mine, you can imagine who it's goes, with this Star Wars with it's always some rebellion going on. There's always some kind of freedom fighters in the desert. General Glongda. Yeah, everybody's got to meet all these new people all of a sudden. Oh yeah, okay. I care about these people I've never heard about before. Fucking Andor. Get out of here. You think I'm watching that shit? Wrong.
damn.
Oh, you're a big
I like
fan,
it.
huh?
Yeah.
You like a Disney, you got your Disney Plus
It
all
has-
lined up for the new Star Wars and or what, Vic?
Yeah.
And
or the Elvis movie. That's
yes, the big
yeah.
big Elvis movie review coming and a debate.
I got thoughts on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I also didn't finish it, but
Oh, well that's
because I tried it twice and I couldn't do it. I got half an hour in each time.
I watched it twice all the way through. Yeah.
Well, I started it like last night. I'm like, oh, like,
You're
let's give it
high.
a second. No, I wasn't, but I did it a second time. I was like, oh, it's 2 hours long, and
Yeah.
then it's like I can't get to watch until like 9.
Right.
But also, I look closer. It's 2 hours 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's an epic.
Why?
It's an.
Like-
Well, I thought he lived a full life.
I guess.
Vic.
Well,
We'll talk about it later, but I got my issues with it.
sure. I mean, does it have issues? Of course. Here's my thing. Let's just get over it. Let's
All
just
right,
get it
might
over
as
with
well,
now.
yeah.
I mean, I liked it, and I think what I liked about it is like the last maybe 40, 50 minutes.
Okay.
Once the noose tightens and Elvis is trapped in Vegas and he can't get out. I can't get out. Like he's literally singing that. I love you too much, baby. He's just like, I'm trapped. I don't know what to do. I start taking pills. You get Dr. Nick coming in, and his manager's just like, sorry, we've got a deal. We've got to honor our deal. Sorry, Elvis. This is the way it is going to be. And if you fire me, you owe me $8 million and you'll be broke. And it's just like, fuck. So what I say is, yes, it's insane. Don't you think the main guy did a great job?
Yeah, he's great. But every time I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's Forrest Gump, and that's that whole thing. Every time I hear
everybody's
it,
anti-Tom Hanks. I like Tom Cruise. I like Tom Hanks. I'll see them in movies. I'm used to it. It makes me feel comfortable.
But you don't. But Tom Hanks doesn't need to be in every movie.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't.
Well, if it's not him, it's Cruise.
Well, that's true.
Take your pick.
I know. But I can't do it. And I see him, I look at him. He looked funny with his fat suit on.
Yeah, the fat suit's crazy.
and
But the
it's-
dude, listen, the dude was a clown.
Yeah, I know.
So
he was.
what's he gonna do? Play him like Mr. Cool Tom Hanks in Big? Get out of here.
You ever been to Graceland before?
No, well,
It's
no.
interesting. There's a room where he just would shoot televisions.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and it's very fascinating, a peek inside the mind of Elvis.
Oh, he was crazy for sure.
And I couldn't like the part also where they're like, that boy's not black. Oh, and there's like this slowdown, right?
Oh, yeah, the first 20
it's
minutes of that
what
movie is
that?
insane.
Yeah, and then they're like, Baz Luhrmann is like getting all his like tricks out of the way like right away. All of a sudden like Elvis as a kid looks through a window,
Yeah.
and he sees like a musical theater version of "Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog" by
Right.
Mama
Yeah.
Thornton.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just didn't make. It took me out of it.
I think what you should do is, I would almost suggest this: watch the second half of that movie as soon as they get to Vegas, because it's very.
If they did
devastating.
like the De Niro movie, what was that movie? The Irishman did that for Tom Hanks' face, but just put like
I thought it
Colonel
looked good.
Tom's
I
real
mean,
face on
I
it.
hear what you're saying about like you can never not see Tom Hanks,
Yeah.
but I think it actually looked good. Like it looked real. It wasn't like you couldn't see like the makeup lines or
Yeah,
anything.
no, that was
Just,
pretty.
just fast forward to the toilet, bro.
Yeah, get to that.
Just get to
yeah, how did that? Is that the last 20
It's
minutes?
emotional. And then like I mean, I think what you could do is start when he starts doing movies, and then you see him like he does the comeback special, and he's like, Colonel, I want to sing a protest song. I gotta sing it. No, you're going to do a Christmas song, and that is final. Here comes Santa Claus. And he's like, no, Colonel, but Robert F. Kennedy was just killed. We got to say something about it. That's the kind of man I am. I don't know if any of this is true or what. I liked it. I watched it twice. My fucking wife. Well, the reason I watched it twice is my wife put it on, and I go, ooh, check that out again.
And
I
then
got sucked in, just like Elvis did to the money and the fame and the girls and the adoration. You see it?
No.
Ah, okay.
Sorry about that.
you know who Elvis is, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Presley.
Okay.
All right.
Presley, yeah.
I mean, it's just like John earlier was saying. It's just wild. It's colorful, and as somebody that doesn't really know or care about Elvis very much, I found it very intriguing.
At least he didn't marry like a little kid like the other guys, you know?
Well, she was a teenager. And then I got really fascinated with that late period Elvis in Vegas. Like, there's something really cool about it. That show where he got all fat, and the band.
It's very opulent. It's very interesting.
but there's like 50 people in the band.
Is it the Unchained Melody where he's like dripping sweat and the guy's holding the mic
Yeah,
for
like
him?
there's a guy that just holds his mic for him.
And it puts the cape on him.
Puts
Here
the
you
best
go.
was he had like a scarf, like a towel around his neck, and he would do this thing where he throws the towel into the audience. But then he'd have a guy, the mic
Charlie
guy,
Hodge.
would come and get him a new towel, and he'd have like a whole stack of them ready to go because Elvis would just whip it off again. It's cool stagecraft and showmanship, but he got big. I mean, he really did get
He got big and he
But
got
his voice
moist.
he got
Very
wet.
moist.
He got wet.
He's like a
Trying to
human.
get as big as you, Colonel. Just trying to get as big as you.
He was the drug helper for Nixon. That's crazy. He was all jacked
Yeah,
up.
full of. They don't. That's maybe. They don't go into the
Scumbag.
full story. They're trying to. He was trying to get John Lennon kicked out of the country and stuff. I don't think the Beatles are good for America.
That's what was
Anyways,
going
you don't
on
want to
there?
hear my Elvis impression all day
John's
long.
like, I just don't want any wars.
Speaking, let's do my now patented, much beloved, new office hours one joke monologue. So did you see this? Did you see the big?
I'm Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, big news last week. The Queen passed away. We saw this. The Queen.
God bless.
Queen Elizabeth passed away. In other royal news, Burger King made a big announcement this week. Burger King said that they were going to be reintroducing the Whopper to America. Tom Curtis, president of Burger King, said, "What we really want to do in the short term is reintroduce America's love affair with the Whopper." He went on to say, "We're guaranteeing 25% less vomiting."
Oh.
Yes.
But no promises on the diarrhea. Where's my rim shot?
I didn't know it went that far.
That's exciting stuff.
Want to check in on the Zoom room?
Yes, Zoom me, Matt.
Well, we have a very special Zoom guest, Mr. Doug Pound himself.
Dunk Pond.
Love Doug.
Zoomer, are
What's
you
up,
there?
guys?
Yo.
That's a
you
good
hear
drop from Skinner there. I love. Hey, Doug, where are you? At the public library?
I'm at the library. Keep it down.
That is crazy. No, you
I'm in the library. I am in the public library in somewhere in Connecticut, I think.
Wow.
You see that?
Look at that.
So wholesome.
So first of all, say hi to
I had
Jay.
to-
He's sitting in your chair.
What's up, Jay? I've
Hey.
been watching. I haven't heard a peep. I want Jay to be more bold. And
You know what? He's
really?
looking
Feel
for his
free.
in. I came in hot. There are a lot of problems.
Came in hot.
And I got a lot to say. I got my caffeine.
have some
sun protection for your president?
Yeah, set me up, Tim.
Yeah, he'll ease into it, I'm sure.
Oh, he will.
Good
He'll
to
warm
see
up.
you,
You're
Skinner
planning
and
on
Jay.
warming up, right?
Doug,
Yeah, yeah.
I love you, buddy.
So, Doug, give us the
Skinner, I could
update
be
from the
there.
road. I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous, but maybe not after your update.
Well, I'm having the time of my life, and it's kind of crazy what I'm doing comedy before a rock band.
A comedy rock
Yeah,
band, I
these-
should say.
Yeah, but I'm basically doing stand up for these huge amphitheaters, and it is like when you do it at a small comedy club, you get the feedback of like when people laugh. This is just like I feel like disconnected from the crowd, but I'm starting to figure out the solution. And
What is the solution?
well, the first show I just went hard. I just did my weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
Like for 45 minutes, and the people in the front could hear me and kind of tell what I was doing, and they were all laughing and liked it. But the back half, they were like, boos, and for days after that, I was getting tweets from the people at that show about how much I should quit.
Oh,
what I
geez.
do.
What?
That's not very nice.
You gotta be kidding me. Scum.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they hear you in the
Doug,
back,
don't
though?
quit.
I mean, they must be able to hear you when the band comes
Well,
out.
it was the first show. We sorted out some stuff. I think my mix was weird or something,
Uh-huh.
but now I.
So you're
actually
claiming
DJ
it's not the material, it's the sound that's causing all the boos and the hatred.
that was a factor. The material, it works where I do where people know who I am.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, you should be able to win. Any good performer should be able to win over any crowd. That's the
Dude,
That's how
the
you
pressure must be insane though for you. I
Yeah.
mean, you're just like, what?
Well,
am I
you said in our text thread last night that you had a great show where in New Hampshire or something?
New Hampshire was the best crowd, and Philly was a great crowd too.
Yeah.
But like in these venues, it's like kind of echoey, and there was some like slapback, so it is like it's not made for like maybe what I'm doing. But
is everybody in yet by the time you go on, or is there that issue?
Like, what's that?
Is everybody in yet by the time you perform? Is that an issue?
Well, that's the other thing. It's 8:00 on the dot, and a lot of people are like half the place isn't in yet, and they're all kind of filtering in.
Yeah.
So there is like that roar of like people talking. So it does kind of make me feel like I'm losing my mind, like not talking. You know, like when people are. I look out there and people are just walking around getting their drinks. Like a lot of that's going on. But
well, you knew that going in. I mean, you knew that was going to be.
I knew that going in. I know it's going to be a challenge. So
and Jack and Kyle are supportive and they're loving it and
absolutely those guys.
I
I get to do a solo during one of their final songs. They do. Everyone gets a solo, and I come out and I get to have my own solo.
Are you getting booed when you come out? Then no.
No. That was only the first show. I've figured it out that they, like the more musical stuff, the more I'm like remixing and jamming like beats and stuff. Like that's what works more. So
I would have like an emergency. I would have an emergency switch, which just starts playing like Dio and Quiet Riot and Blue Oyster Cult.
Well, I do. I start off by DJing like mashups of like Slayer and
nice.
Like heavy metal with like silly mashup songs,
right?
And then then I ease them in. Exactly. There's that screen there. But
yeah. And then you're driving. You're kind of you're on your own driving around to these places.
I'm on my own.
It's a fair question.
I'm on my own.
Doug,
you're a one-man band.
The bookmobile takes him.
You're doing great, buddy. You're awesome.
I mean, just the thing is, like being alone out there, just like trying to talk
to
like
murder.
this many people. It is quite a challenge, but like Jack and Kyle are like really supportive, and those guys are the coolest. And it's like quite an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah,
I'm happy for you. Despite the trials and tribulations, this is going to make you a stronger,
it's fun.
better
I
performer.
I like a challenge, and I'm having. It's my parents are going to come to the Milwaukee show.
Oh,
Doug, I didn't think they respected you very much.
She's going to have a negative spin.
What are you playing right now?
What?
Is there music playing?
I don't hear nothing, man.
I got nothing going on.
I think you got.
Matt's playing Candy Crush back there. It makes me sick.
I hear music. I don't know what's. I don't know.
Well, maybe you're losing your mind.
Okay. Oops.
Do you hear
I'm
that?
back. Sorry about that.
Okay.
No worries. All right, Doug. Well, let's not make this show all about you. We've got a big.
Anyway,
cannot wait to have you back at home. We love you.
Miss
Doug.
you guys, and
When are you back? Next week?
yeah, I think I'll be back there next week.
Awesome.
Love you, Doug.
Well,
You're the
listen,
best.
follow Doug on Instagram because you're very active there, sharing your experiences from the road. I see you skateboarding and hanging out backstage and having a good time. And like I said, I am jealous. I got to get back on the road.
Let's go. Let's
Okay.
get back out here.
All right, brother.
Peace
Be
and
well.
love.
Peace and love.
Love
Say
you.
goodbye to Doug Skinner.
Goodbye, Doug. I love you, buddy. You're doing great.
Love you so much.
Trial by fire, baby. Get out there.
Bye.
And are you going to be doing some painting for us throughout the show?
I'll paint for you right. I'll start.
Let's get it started.
Okay, we're starting.
Because we have to get to the city of the day.
I hate the city of the day.
What?
What's up? Oh.
Who said?
I said that.
You hate the city of the day?
I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding.
I love the city of the day. The city of the day is sponsored by, this is an exciting new sponsor, Sherwin-Williams Pants. You already know Sherwin-Williams brand. Speaking of painting here, this is kind of cool. Because of their high quality, low VOC, easy to apply paints. But did you know they sell pants too? And did you know they come in every color and style you can imagine? Stop sign red short pants. They got you covered. Izmir purple paloozos. No problemos. Jasmine yellow jofers. Jump for joy because after 12 to 16 hours of drying time, you'll be able to Be out on the town in your cool new pants. And every pair of Sherwin-Williams pants comes with a lifetime stain guarantee. Just bring your soiled pants into any location and the boys in the back will slap a fresh coat on there with perfect color matching. What are you waiting for? Walk into a Sherwin-Williams today and walk out with brand new pants. Sherwin-Williams pants must not be worn near open flames. Do not wear if you suffer from asthma, COPD, or any other respiratory ailments. Helmet with soundproof mouth covering so you can...
That's a...
Go to shermanwilliams.horny. Is it .horny? No, that says .com.
This is an in-person. This is, you go to Sherwin-Williams. They have the pants.
They have their own brick and mortars.
Yeah, any Sherwin-Williams.
All right, what is the city of the day? Who is the city of the day? Who wants to provide us with the city of the day?
Mr. Social, are you there? Mr. Social, can you unmute?
Hello. I'm here. Hi,
Hello,
guys.
Hello, Mr. Social. One of my
How we
biggest
doing?
fans right here in the background,
That's
I should
right.
say.
That's right. I got that going just for you.
Thanks, buddy.
You know it. So the city of the day, I live in Port Clinton, Ohio.
Oh, this might be a new city of the day. Matt, we need a map.
I think it is.
We gotta start pinning a map. That's right.
Pinning a map and just cover the great country of ours in pins.
Very respectful.
That's right.
What's going on there today in that town of yours?
Oh, you know, well, it's the walleye capital of the world, for one thing. It's our claim to fame.
The what?
And,
now?
the
was it called?
walleye
Walleye?
capital? Yeah, it's a fish.
Walleye bass.
Yes.
A lot of bass.
Right on beautiful Lake Erie.
Actually,
And
play
I'm,
the boss, you know?
Just doing some carrot cake.
Ooh.
What are you in your pajamas?
carrot
What
cake
is that
action.
shirt?
It's pineapple with sunglasses.
Fun. Fun.
You like that?
I do.
Cool.
Does your carrot cake have icing on it? Does it have the vanilla icing on it? That's what I want to know.
Oh, it's gonna be loaded with ice.
Hell yes.
Were you making
Oh,
that
yeah.
for yourself or you got family? What's
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it all myself.
just at home by yourself?
it's-
What are you, feature man? Hello, food
No, it's
fans.
for a wedding actually this weekend. I'm going to.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of these
Looking
weddings
forward
where you
to
got to
getting
bring
that
your own
over with.
dessert?
Well, I'm the brother-in-law of the bride, so yes.
All right.
Oh, you gotta bring the
So,
cake.
Vic, to appease you,
Yeah.
I say this sounds like we have an activity of the day is baking. Baking
I like
carrot
that. Very nice.
Hello, food fans. I'm going to show you how to make a carrot cake for $3.23 using some root beer and some old carrots I found in the dumpster.
So, could I do my activity of the day? This is something
Yes.
very
Thank you,
helpful.
Mr. Social.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All the best to your brother-in-law.
This is the activity of the day that involves everybody here, and everybody can do it at the same time. All you got to do is, I do this every day. I look into a mirror, or I just do it not looking in the mirror. I smile for 30 seconds, and even if you, it forces you to be happy, because even if you're not happy, it forces the dopamine and the endorphins and serotonin, all that stuff.
You got to look at yourself
So
the
we're
whole
gonna
time?
I have a timer. Yeah, 30.
I have a mirror right
You could also
here.
put a pen in your like this. Jared, you want to put the straw in there?
Right, I got this beautiful mirror gifted
There
to
you
me
go.
by Amy Poehler. Would you believe that, folks?
wow.
Amy Poehler did a little independent film earlier this year, and this was my gift.
All right, so let's all do 30 seconds of smiling. Okay, ready?
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Congratulations. Now you are happy.
See?
Okay.
Happy. Are you happy now, Jay?
Yeah, that was a bit odd for me.
That was a what?
That was experimental.
Yeah, that was a little trippy, wasn't it? Jay, speaking of Burger King, are you a fast food guy? Do you like to dip into the fast food every once in a while?
Oh yeah, you were talking about Burger King.
Mhm.
I like McDonald's.
Okay.
I don't know if you like McDonald's.
I don't say no to a McDonald's if it's out there for me.
Yeah, I like it. One of the things about it is I'm just glad that McDonald's doesn't sell hot dogs.
Mm.
Like, I would feel so awkward ordering a McWiener. And don't even get me started on super size. Okay?
Oh.
Like phallic symbol much.
Yeah, the glizzy.
Yes, hello. Can I get a super size McWiener, please?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be hashtag awkward in my opinion.
I mean, sure. I don't know. Obviously, McDonald's doesn't sell hot dogs.
No. Always curious why that was. Maybe you don't have to call it a wiener naturally. You could just call it a McHot dog.
Okay.
McPenis.
Any other things that are bugging you these days?
Well, I guess one of the things about McDonald's, like, okay, yeah, they don't sell hot dogs. They sell, hamburgers and French fries, right? Hamburgers and French fries. And then for dessert, we end up going for soft serve ice cream. You guys have had that? Or
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, just I like ice cream, but half the time it's so freezing cold that I'm eating it and I tell the most outrageous lies just in hopes that my pants catch fire, in hopes that I warm up because I'm so cold from the freezing ice cream.
Right.
Do you like hot fudge sundaes?
But yeah, I don't know. We're just riffing about the fast food stuff.
We sure are. We sure are.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of fast food chains.
Oh, you've got Wendy's. You've got what else? Subway.
Oh my God, we could go on and on.
Hardee's. What's that? You got that continental divide in America where you got on one end you got Hardee's, on the other end you got what? Carl's Jr.
Depends on the geography or where you are located.
Yeah.
Is the food different? They sell the same food, just a different name?
I don't think so. They've got the similar situation going on with Hellman's and Best Foods when you come to mayonnaise. We don't have Hellman's out here. We got Best Foods.
Got the Laurels out here.
It all depends, really, in the end, or something like that.
Who wants to join the conversation next? Any questions, any comments, complaints?
Peppers, squash,
Let's go to the
and
hotline.
cucumbers.
Check in with those folks. 248, you are live on the air.
248, good morning.
Area code 248, are you there?
Good afternoon here.
Oh, good afternoon. I apologize. Where are you calling in from?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Nice. We're very, very popular in Michigan today. I can feel this.
Oh, baby, I hope so.
What's the weather like today?
No.
What up, though?
What can I help you with today? You're on the hotline. You're on the air with Tim Heidecker, Vic Berger, Skinner, and Jay Weingarten.
In the land of wonder.
I have to say, or I have to ask, what are your thoughts on prolonged patents, trademarks, and copyrights?
Oh, God.
Like, in particular, Disney is taking a big chunk out of it. For 95 years as a trademark with Mickey Mouse, and it's supposed to expire next year. However, before that, Alice in Wonderland was made into an animated movie, and it was 86 years old, and they got away with it scotch-free. Catch what I'm saying?
Yes.
Scotch-free?
So
Can we say scotch-free? I say scot-free.
Yeah.
I don't know about this scotch-free.
It's a typo.
Yeah, typo alert. That's a fair question. I just think everything should be considered with a reasonable attitude. So yes, there are things. There's ownership and copyright that protects artists, and companies put significant amount of capital into making these things that become so beloved, and there should be some respect and appreciation for that, and following the laws that have been set up to protect that. But at a certain point, I feel some things just become part of the public domain through its just ubiquity. So, for example, I was going to bring this up, but it's a nice transition into, I don't know all the details to this, but our friend Vera Drew's People's Joker, I don't know if you saw this news, up in Toronto at the Toronto Film Festival, it's a film that Vera made that she was very open and aware was sort of using copyrighted characters from the Batman world and kind of turning it on its head. And I haven't seen the film. I think I'm in the film. But she goes up there, gets accepted into like the weirdo Midnight Madness screening up there in Toronto. And it gets pulled by Warner Brothers. They come up there and say, no, we own Joker, we own Batman and everything. And, they pull it, and one end, it's terrific press for her.
It's the best,
It's terrific publicity for the movie. But on the other hand, don't you want to just, like, everybody sit down at the table and be like, can we just chill out about you guys owning Batman and shit? Like, isn't Batman like Santa Claus at this point? Yeah. Like, can people just have it?
Yeah, when did
and you guys can still do your shit that everyone's going to see and you're going to spend millions. But how is Vera Drew's little, take on Joker and the Batman world really going to affect you guys in any way?
The lawyers like to show that they're doing their job, and
that could be, Vic. I don't know. That's unfair.
What it is. Well, I want to say that like Disney, yes, all of their stories and cartoons are based off of like legends and myths, right? I mean,
sure.
But they're so relentless. Like if like Snow White or anybody like makes a costume or does an interpretation of these like stories that are just out in the public domain that's even similar to their interpretation of the cartoon. They just send the lawyers out after everything. I know my wife
and then in the meantime, there's shit that just gets rampantly used without permission and doesn't get
right.
And there isn't
right. But they've also they know how to exploit these copyright laws, like he was saying. Like
I just want all these people. We should all sit down at a big table, all look at each other in the eye, and say, "Listen, pal, we got a short time on this earth.
Yeah.
Okay? There is magic in art. There is magic in storytelling. It is one of the few ways that people can come together and have fun and agree on things. And ideas are free." Ideas, well, they're not free, but they're, they encourage communion, they encourage love, and they encourage positive things. We're only here for 90 years at best. Some of these idiots that live to 100, fuck them. They're just sitting there like vegetables, a lot of them. George Burns being a great counterexample of that. George Burns lived a healthy life, and the Queen.
But the guy with the cigars?
Most of these dipshits, they're going to live to 90 tops. So you got this period of time on Earth. What are you going to do going just trying to slap everybody with copyright infringements for? Let them have Batman. Let them have Joker. Let them have Mickey Mouse.
I think that those IPs are in better hands with like
young
weird
creators.
artists.
I know.
Like I can't wait to see this Joker film. I mean,
well, all it does is raise awareness of the property in general, right? It keeps it in the loop. And it's what they should do if they really want to be serious about this is buy Vera's movie, and then they can put it out and people can see it. Like, thank you for doing all this work. We didn't have to put in any money. We didn't have to give any of our shitty notes that don't work and don't make sense. You guys, you did all the hard work. I'll buy it from you. Just like Elvis when he was on Sun Records. The Colonel said, no, we must get you a big recording deal with RCA. Well, Elvis said, well, I don't know about that, Colonel. Sam Phillips, man, he discovered me. I was like, no, Sam Phillips is going to be paid quite well for his work. You shall see. He'll be very happy. And then their fucking RCA gives Sun Records a shitload of money, man. Let's just fucking buy that. Warner Brothers, you cunts! Listen up, you stooges! Sitting there, and by the way, they're collapsing. They're in free fall, these Warner Brothers, with all their discoveries and Discovery Plus buying this and that and saying no more shows. We don't want real shows. We want fucking Property Brothers or whoever else is out there.
Property Brothers come up second time in a
demoing. We're gonna fucking shows about lizards or whatever, and wild world of lizards. tonight on HBO. You know, and you're like, what happened to shows? But
if we go back to Disney,
these
I think
weirdos should just chill.
What? I don't know if people know this.
Well, listen, I
but-
got no issues with Disney. I think what they're doing is important. And
What
cool.
they could do, one thing they could do is start paying their employees who walk around in the outfits and the costumes, give them a little more than minimum wage.
I know people that work for Disney, and they say it's hell.
Yeah.
People that
They're
work
bad,
in
bad
animation
company.
and
Well, look at the CGI people are like barely paid. Like all these CGI production companies are going out of business because they're making these movies that win all these awards that everybody loves, but they're not getting paid. It's
No.
ridiculous.
Right.
No, it's a disgrace.
What a
Well, you know who
smash.
seems Dr. Evil seems quite agitated here in the Zoom, Matt.
It's Walt Disney.
Oh,
What's the
yes.
matter with this guy?
He's got a lot to say.
Well, thanks for the call.
Thanks, 248. Bye-bye. Dr. Evil?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I've just got some evil news for everybody. Would you like to hear that?
Sure.
Okay.
more like
in
mini-me.
evil news, President of Ukraine. President Putin declares war on Ukraine. President. I'm thinking this guy is attacking a country with a comedian for a president. Oh, real tough guy, real evil. Yeah, grow up, Putin. Throw me a fucking bone.
What are we doing here now? What is this? Zelensky's Canadian? I don't get this. I don't.
Now I understand
No,
why
he's
you
from
want to
Ukraine.
delete people.
He's from Ukraine. I got to go apologize to that YouTube commenter.
Yes.
Getting those replies.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I made a big mistake.
Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. Yeah, I'm thinking the only reason Elon Musk wants to go to Mars is to find someone else named Elon. I mean, throw me a fucking bone.
Yeah, we'll throw you a bone. We'll get one out to you in the mail right now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Evil. Very funny
Thank
stuff. You like those Austin Powers movies, Jay?
Yeah, of course. There's what is Austin Powers, Fat Bastard.
Oh,
you remember that?
The mini guys.
Oh,
The
mini guys.
Mini guys. There was actually no joke. There was big news today. Did you see the news? Hugh Hewitt, conservative broadcasting icon Hugh Hewitt, announced today. Former President Trump told me this morning that everything he took to Mar-a-Lago was declassified and that he has done nothing wrong in connection with alternative slates of electors and cannot be indicted as a result. That book is closed, my friends. That's the deal.
It's like elementary school. Like, please go tell the teacher I didn't poison the goldfish in the classroom. Okay, I'm free.
That's the deal. We are now up to speed on that, and the case is closed. I love Batman.
I'm glad that's over.
Okay, my friends. Let us move the show along. It is time for another call, another Zoomer, another moment of mirth with our Zoom community.
Sylvie, friends, how are you today? Unmute, please. You must unmute first, Sylvie. She's trying and she can't. Well, we'll try again later, Sylvie. I'm sorry to say. Florian.
Hello.
They are working on something cool, I believe, right, Florian?
Oh, heck yeah. I've been working on rugs for Halloween. I'm a rug maker. I tuft stuff, make small stuff and big stuff.
What do you do now?
I tuft rugs.
Naturally, don't we all at one point? Are you work? Is that what you do for a living?
No, it's a side hustle, but hopefully one day.
Great. Where are you calling from?
I'm in West Philly right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Worked in Bethlehem. Shout out to Vic.
Whoa!
Let's check in on Skinner's art. Can we get a what do we do?
Yeah, can we zoom in on that?
What are we looking at here?
Whoa.
Hey, it's a skeleton gone wild.
Spooky stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna paint these, and I was thinking maybe I should give them. Maybe you guys could give them to some Zoomers or something like that.
That would be terrific. Yeah, an original piece of art from Skinner. I mean, this is I'd take it and put that in the fucking vault and wait for that to skyrocket.
Oh, look at this! Look at that rug there.
Oh wow,
that looks nice.
Very cool.
A little rug.
And
What
this
is that? It's like a bath mat. It's like a toilet mat.
Is this is a Bethlehem business?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
muted.
Florian,
It's a
you
small
muted
business,
yourself.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I just go by my name, Florian Francis. I make rugs for people. I'm going to be doing some Halloween ones. Tim, if you ever want a rug, I'll make you a rug.
Thank you so much. I do carpeting though.
More of a wall-to-wall guy, are you?
Yeah, I get everything wall to walled.
The carpet at Graceland's crazy.
Oh yes, of course. Back to the. Thank you very much,
Yes, thanks for the
Florian. Thanks
call.
for checking in. Back to this Burger King news, by the way. I'm fascinated by this because I don't generally jump onto the CNN website. Sometimes in general, it's not like that's not my morning routine, but sometimes I do. And this headline says Burger King has a plan to make you fall in love with the Whopper again. Like, what kind of fucking journalism is this? What is
That's
what
where
is
we're
this
at.
planted paid article? It starts out, the past few years have been tough for Burger King.
I like food.
Missteps during the pandemic caused the chain to lag behind competitors. Over the past few quarters, Burger King has been playing catch-up, and now the company is hoping a major investment in restaurants and advertising will help spark growth and propel it ahead of its peers. They're going to be, their plan? What do you think? One key part of the plan? This is their plan. Ready? Reminding customers of what Burger King is all about, the Whopper. Reached for comment, Tom Curtis, like I said earlier. What we really want to do, I added that. Basically it should say, Tom Curtis, president of Burger King North America and author of this article, told CNN Business. The plan is to make sure workers are well trained in making the best possible Whopper and that kitchens support consistency and ease of preparation. How are they getting to that now in 2022? I don't think, this is the best. I don't think we've talked about it enough. I just don't think we've celebrated it enough.
Curtis said, yeah, I'm on the article following.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to putting it back in its rightful place as our lead act. What a fucking nut.
Christ.
Imagine going to work every day, you're this fucking Tom Curtis, wherever he is.
Great American food.
I'm president of Burger King, okay.
Hamburgers, many French fries.
I like the Impossible Whopper.
Yeah.
See, they should be leading with that as the article.
This is news. It's like you're at the dead end of Western civilization when this is like the shit you're finding out.
Did you see that story? It became a story because some host on that OAN network, that conservative network, they retweeted it being like, not all heroes wear capes or something. But the story was some random weirdo who went into some stores and destroyed a bunch of Impossible meat, the Impossible meat that you can buy. She went in there with a knife and opened like 15, like she said she made ruined like thousands of dollars worth of Impossible meat.
Yeah, each one is $9.
Yeah, well, they are expensive.
Yeah.
But
I'm
the point
your
is,
monster.
what
sir.
a lunatic. And this was like, yay, that's a great idea. What the fuck kind of personal freedom agenda is that coming
Are
from?
you still
Shouldn't you
eating
be
your
able to eat
all-beef
whatever
diet?
you want?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
You went and stabbed some food. You're a hero.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a mess, folks. It's only going to get worse.
Nah, it's gonna be
How
fun.
could it get worse?
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah, we're at rock bottom. We're going up. I think we're going up. I'm with Jay.
You got some optimism going on.
I do.
Now, what did you get? Some paint on your glasses?
Oh, is there some? Oh, I think that's just sweat.
What the fuck? Okay.
And some dude heat.
Yeah, it's not too bad in here.
No, it feels
that's,
good.
That's incredible.
That's
Look at
amazing.
that.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Yeah,
I'm gonna put that in my daughter's bedroom.
Now, what what is your influence? Because it looks to me like early '60s horror magazine kind of creation, right? Like, is that what would be?
Look at
like
you
the,
doing the interview.
The pastels and stuff. I was curious.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, for this, like, this is the sort of like, let me, if I'm gonna be entertaining and fun and shit, then I got to do something simple. Which I am super influenced by that old '60s, '70s horror illustration stuff, EC Comics, things like that.
Nice.
I actually make those kinds of comics. Skin Crawl magazine.
Do you have permission to be doing other people's art? Are you breaking copyright violation right now?
Yeah, is this from Disney's Haunted Castle? The Haunted World.
Hey, Matt, let's check in. This was a big hit last week.
Hold the comic book up there. Sorry, Tim.
So the second
Look at
issue
that.
is coming this month. This is the first issue.
It's insane.
While I was doing, during the pandemic, I needed to do something. So I was like, well, I don't want my ideas to die.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let me just do some sequential art and do this. So it's cool. Beautiful. Actually, my Kickstarter ended yesterday. It was really successful and positive. So
man.
Thank you, everybody.
This was a big hit last week from what I could tell. Our friend Gus is here with his hand raised. Remember Gus? He had a bit of a sad tale
and
about
then let's bring
deception.
in Sarah, a.k.a. Novella.
Yes. Well, should we, Gus, do you want to say hi quick and maybe we could check in with you after the break?
You can talk to Gus. Well,
Sure,
Sarah,
yeah.
maybe Sarah can come in and start getting set up.
Yeah.
while we chat with Gus.
Hello, Gus. How have things? What's the update from last week? If you were listening to the
I
full
started
show,
putting some. My mood has been incredibly lifted by everyone's support on
And
the
the
show
activity of
last
the
week.
day too, right? That helped.
Yes, and thank you for that tip, Vic. I haven't tried it yet, but haven't needed to.
Okay. Good. I like to hear that.
Yeah, and then I got my package from you all that was very kind, wearing my new office hours hat, and I've got I put this in on the chain.
hell is that?
For just
Yeah.
hello everybody. One of the
nice.
pins. I had a question, but I could save it if you just wanted to
Quickly.
Move along. Well,
I hate when, like, on these public radio shows, they go, we have 30 seconds left. Can you just summarize exactly the policy that you are against and how the proposition is going to adversely affect smaller communities? No, but go ahead.
Particularly with Jay in the studio, I was
Jay's sort
curious.
of in the studio. I mean, he's
What?
kind of...
Yeah.
I'm making a good impression. No?
Well, I was curious, just as conversation fodder, to go into like everyone's. This is open to everybody, but your inner world during REM sleep. If there's any vivid imagery or things recently, or just any time in your life that like have seared.
You want the show to come to the place where we're talking about our dreams?
Yeah.
Those instincts are.
I proposed a segment about 2 years ago of that.
Really?
Dream
I
chat,
thought it could be
yeah.
interesting, but Jay, I know Jay's studied hallucinogenics, so if he's got any
Studied hallucinogenics?
Trip dog.
All right, well, we will table that for the time being.
Yeah, sure.
Table that. Great to see you, Gus. Great to see you smile. And
thank you, Tim.
We will, and by the way, Noveller is here, and we don't want to bring up bad blood, bad memories. It was a disastrous way for people to come to know you on my show, and I feel completely horrified by not me. I have, of course, done nothing.
Humiliated.
I've done nothing wrong. I've maintained a perfect host, but the people around me have failed me. You understand?
I forgive you.
Well, don't forgive me. Forgive producer Matt and many others who have failed me badly. Would you play us a song? Do you want to set this up in any way, or just want to just fucking get into it? We could talk after. Whatever
Let's
you
get
choose.
into it.
We're going to get into it, folks.
Yes.
Incredible performance happening right now. We'll take a quick break and be back with more of the show. If you're going to join us in the second half and you're not watching live, please go over to patreon.com/officehourslive, and that way you can find the whole show whenever you want. So much more on my blog and all sorts of other short things that we love to put out and do for you. Take it away.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That was incredible. We will be back in 5. Stick around.
That was awesome. Wow.
This Cole Porter and a Joe Beck arrangement. Night and day, you are the one. Only you neath the moon, under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it doesn't matter, baby, where you are. I think of you day and night, night and day. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, the silence of my lonely road, I think of you day and night, night and day. Under the hide of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't ever be through. To let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day, day and night, night and day.
Now, one guy is going to describe how it feels for you to take a downer and how it feels for you to take an upper. Okay, now let's talk about pills, all right? People take pills to get high, you see. Now, some pills are called downers. So, if we take a downer, it kind of makes us feel sleepy, and we think we feel good, like, there, you're on a downer now. You've taken one, and now it's starting to react in your body, and now you feel like this. That's not much fun, is it? You thought you were gonna get high, but you're just very drowsy and sleepy and bumping into people. You don't want to bump into people, so why not take an upper? Oh yes, an upper will make you high. It'll make you wake up and you'll think you're faster than you ever were. Now the upper's working. Now let's feel an upper. Oh my goodness, this isn't any fun either, is it? Now you're walking faster, you think, and you're talking faster, you think. But the only thing that's really happening is that you're thinking you're doing things faster, but you're not. And guess what? You won't be able to get to sleep. So let's go back to our natural state, a state which says no pills at all, and how do we enjoy ourselves? Oh, isn't that much better? Yeah. No uppers, no downers, just us. us the way we are. That's when we're fun. If we don't feel like staying up, we go to sleep. If we don't feel like sleeping, we stay awake. But certainly without uppers and downers. Say no to pills.
Everything's on mute. All right.
I can be very shy when I first meet a woman,
Sure smells good.
but I'll always dream of
What is
learning
this
her
crazy
secrets.
music?
First,
Hello.
like to look
Oh,
into
welcome
her
back to the second half of our program. And there we go. The door's closed. Jay is back in the Doug chair, and we couldn't be happier. Jay, I forgot to ask you this during the break. Can we talk about your what you're doing right now?
Oh yeah.
What's up?
What can we talk about the project you're involved with right now, or is that still off the record?
Project.
Like, is it a commercial for Arby's or something?
He's got the meat.
Never mind. Novella is here. She just blew us away with incredible, what do you say, ambient? How do you do it?
Soundscape, ambient
Yeah.
soundscape.
Love the bow.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Can we
Rune.
talk about your the gig you're doing? What's that?
Oh, Rune is the name of that.
Yes, that was Rune.
Rune.
Yes.
Who are you playing with right now?
Well, I just got off of tour playing guitar for Iggy Pop.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I've been back for 12 days after being away for 130 days.
Oh
in
my God,
Europe.
that's a huge tour.
Yeah, it was certainly a huge amount of time.
Yeah.
We only played 38 shows.
Wait, what?
In
How does that work?
130 days. So
100 days of not playing shows. You just did the
He's
math.
got to lift and get that body going. That's what, right?
it was crazy. I mean, I appreciate this, but you know, Iggy's at the point in his life where he doesn't want to, you know, just play back-to-back shows.
Sure.
So we play a show, have a day off, play a show, have a day off.
Right.
So we did that for 2 months, and then we kind of got into like the festivals. So those are a little more spread out.
Right.
And also we had in the beginning of July, it's this really crazy synchronicity where Iggy got laryngitis like at the same time that I got COVID.
Oh boy.
So we had to reschedule 2 shows. So instead of canceling, we just kind of tacked them on to the end of the tour. So that made it a little bit longer. So to be fair, I did come back to the U.S. I went to
Okay.
Louisiana for about 2 weeks.
This is where you're from?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I went back there
I love how
and
people, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I love how people from Louisiana, generally, from what I find, a lot of them don't have any kind of discernible accent, Southern accent.
Yeah.
There's, of course, my ridiculous parody of a Cajun accent.
Yeah,
but
that's
I would love to hear your Cajun accent.
Now, see here. Now, this was thing about your music. See, I could get in.
I want some chicken.
Chicken, gumbo.
I want some shrimp.
Yeah.
Etouffee.
Yeah.
So you don't speak like that at all.
No. I think what little accent I had was kind of like beaten out of me when I left. I went to college. I went to Texas for college, but I had like.
Now, they speak more like this.
Yeah,
See? They
no,
don't get more on that cowboy reed. Right, Jay?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Howdy, cowboys.
See, what I like about Skinner is he's laughing at my stupid shit. I do need more of an Ed McMahon. Well, you do laugh.
I laugh now and then.
I'll be back to
find you very
chuckle
funny.
like an insane elf anytime you wish.
So what did you do with your downtime now? You're say you're off in one day in Lisbon or something like that, or something less
Yeah.
exotic than that, maybe.
Well, I did spend a week in Porto.
Porto
and Porto, Portugal.
Oh, okay.
I did something kind of like for myself. I decided to take a trip to Reykjavik
It's my wife's favorite place
really?
in the world, yeah.
So I had never been, and we had about like 6 days off. So I decided to go there. So I spent some of my downtime in Reykjavik. I went to Berlin.
Nice.
I actually went to Berlin twice because it's
Bring
just
Iggy
it's
back
so.
there for some memories.
I know
right?
we
A little
didn't
Lust for Life.
we didn't play Berlin this time.
It must go nuts for him there.
Oh yeah.
I would think
yeah.
so.
Yeah. And I went to Porto, and so it was just kind of like I was in beautiful places.
Yeah.
But it's just.
Are you,
It was
are you by yourself in these excursions? Because
yeah, for the most part. I went to Iceland by myself. My boyfriend came out to Berlin one time, and then my great friend from college came and met me. So I did have some company for some of it, but for most of it, it did feel like very solitary.
do you enjoy being alone?
I enjoy it
To a degree.
To a degree. And then after that, it's just kind of...
Well, I get very uncomfortable being alone. I mean, I like my...
Always?
Not always.
Okay.
But certainly traveling and going and doing things. There's a little bit of it that's nice, but then you're just like, I should be experiencing this with somebody else so I can talk to them about it.
Yeah.
I mean, life is about people.
I agree with that.
Get in your own head.
Wholeheartedly. Yeah. I mean, it's great. I got to do some really amazing things in Iceland, and I took photos and videos.
Yeah. There's only so many things you can do in a day. Like, you start running out of things to do with your day without people.
Yeah.
I think.
I watched a lot of Apple TV.
Yeah.
In my very nice
I'm sure I've told this story. You don't know it. Why would you know it? But right after I wrapped on Tom Goes to the Mayor, I had a breakup with a girlfriend, and I said, I'm gonna go. I have a time off. I'm gonna go to Hawaii by myself. Gonna go to Maui, check into a hotel, and just be alone. What a mistake!
Just in a hotel room.
Just me at the Westin in Maui with like newlyweds and families.
Yeah.
And after like 48 hours, I was like, get me out of here. I don't want to see myself or hear my thoughts anymore. It was real windy there. I was like sitting on the beach, like sand in my face. And it's like, I guess I'm gonna go eat at 4 o'clock and try to be in bed by 6 because I gotta sleep this away. And it culminated in this nightmare where I go. There's a touristy thing to do where you take this bus up to the top of this mountain where you can see the stars in the middle. Like it picks you up at like midnight. And you go up the 2-hour drive up to the top of this mountain, and you get out and you look at the stars, and then you ride bikes down the mountain. It's kind of like, not a lot of work. But I get up there, and it's me and like 50 other couples on their honeymoon, and me looking at the fucking stars.
Awkward third wheel.
Yeah.
The third wheel of the world.
Yikes.
Did you see any of the crazy folk like elf sculptures and all that stuff? Because it's in Reykjavik. No, there's like a ton.
No,
of
I heard about it. I didn't do that. The volcano did erupt while I was there.
Oh, wow.
So I arrive, kind of like the build up leading to the eruption. So I get there.
Was gonna come?
I get there, and there's just earthquakes.
Holy shit.
Earthquakes.
Louisiana gal don't like no earthquakes.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, and I was kind of just like, what have I gotten myself into? I thought I've been looking forward to this trip.
Yeah.
For like leading up to it, and then I had booked a trail ride on the Icelandic horses, like this like red lava trail ride tour. It was beautiful, but while I was on it, the volcano erupted.
Yikes.
And not
like me
having
after a Whopper.
but like not having any experience with volcanoes, I was just like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to like get out of here. It's going to affect all the travel. But it's just like, no, it's just like another
day,
another volcano eruption in Reykjavik. So it wasn't as this like big event as I was making it out to be in my head. But yeah.
Now the band is just a kind of put together by Iggy's people or whatever. Like how did the band come to be?
So it's interesting because Iggy has we did a record that came out in 2019.
Okay.
So I was one of the writers on the record. And the trumpet player, who's the musical director of the band, he was also the other writer and producer and musician for the record. So the two of us were chosen to be in the live band. And then the trumpet player kind of got his guys,
right,
which are these French jazz musicians.
Weird.
To fill out the rest of the lineup.
Can these guys rock?
Yeah, well, that
Okay.
was Iggy's question too.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't want to disparage the French, but not really like
Yeah.
known. But the trumpet player was just like, you got to trust me. These guys are, they're going to be great. So we actually started doing shows supporting the record in 2019, and we were supposed to do this European tour in 2020, and so it just kind of kept getting delayed. And
Right.
so, and as initially it was supposed to be like 2.5 weeks in France. And so as it got
It's
pushed
amazing
back
though that
further
you
and
could do 2.5
further.
weeks just in France. I mean,
We did the whole first month, the whole month of May solely in France.
wow.
France loves Iggy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we love Iggy. I mean, how do you not like
Yeah.
it? Do you love Iggy?
I love Iggy.
Yeah,
I have
he
photos of...
I'm happy to hear that because it seems like you want to hear good things about him.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have photos of myself with like my first guitar wearing an Iggy Pop T-shirt when I'm 18 years old.
God, wow. Cool.
Yeah. But I started out. I was just the opening act for him in 2016 when he was doing the post-pop depression tour with like Josh Homme and all the Queens
I
of
know
the
Matt.
Stone Age
I
guys.
know Matt Sweeney
Yeah,
very well.
Matt Sweeney.
And so I went to see that show at the Terragram. It was like a warm-up show.
I wasn't on that. I did. I actually did all of the North American and European dates except for Miami, LA, and Paris.
Right.
But so I kind of like
a dream come true.
graduated from being the opening act to being a guitar player in his band. And the song I just performed, Rune, Iggy had asked me if I would open the show every night.
Wow.
Playing this song.
Not as the opener, as
in the band. We all walk out on stage.
Right.
And then the rest of my bandmates just stand there in the darkness.
Oh my God.
While I play this song. And so it was every show. It didn't matter if we were playing a theater or playing a rock festival
Right.
in Athens where there's like 15,000 people out there. We walk on the stage, people are like, Iggy,
Yeah.
Iggy. And I just go,
They get,
bowed guitar. And
like you're almost like Doug Pound opening for Tenacious D.
Yeah. Do you ever get nervous in those big shows, like seeing thousands of people? Like, must be crazy.
It's kind of in my head seems kind of a backwards thing, but when it's just me on stage, I feel like I'm completely in control of everything. And if something goes wrong, there was one show where I screwed up a loop. I used a looper to create all the different layers, and I screwed it up, and I just worked around it.
Yeah, no one knows.
Yeah, but when you're playing as part of a band, then I feel nervous.
Right.
Because if I screw up, I'm letting everyone else down, and I can have panic attacks or like anxiety spirals when I'm in that context looking out.
Right.
But if it's just me, then I'm pretty much good to
I wish
go.
I could just sit in the back of a band like Vic does with my
Yes.
band. It's just not
Hang out.
turn the thing down.
Right.
I turn it
Even
down.
though I'm playing.
Now, just back to this thing. Maybe I'm completely wrong here, but I don't hear a lot of trumpet in the Iggy Pop music. How does that work?
Yeah, so it's, they came up with arrangements because when we started out, as I mentioned, we did a record called Free in 2019. And so initially we were going to be like playing the record. And so we started out and we had maybe 4 of those songs in the set. And as it went on, it's like those songs just completely got dropped. And then we added more Stooges songs.
Yeah.
We started doing Down on the Street and Funhouse. And so it's really kind of like shifted to be more of like the rock set. And we were playing like everything, I mean, in my opinion, pretty much everything you would want to hear going to see Iggy Pop.
Hey, they're paying the money. Give them what they want. Right?
Yeah. So what you end up with is like they came up with arrangements. We actually had a trumpet and trombone player, and so they came up with arrangements. So they are playing on like I Want to Be Your Dog. And Search and Destroy. And I mean, Iggy he's been playing these songs for a really long time. And
Yeah.
so I think his idea with bringing that into the band, bringing me into the band, is kind of like, playing these songs, but kind of giving them a new,
I
new
love
life.
that. You don't want to just hear the record. You want to hear like a band's interpretation without
and it's not
going full
like
Dylan on
a
it.
drastic shift, but and the response was really positive. We're going to be playing Desert Days here in
Oh, great.
California. In
I did it last year, and it's a good time.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And so I think we're playing Sunday, the last day of the festival. If all my French bandmates can get their visas in time.
Oh my goodness.
That is a concern. But
Well, then it'll be a solo acoustic show with you and Iggy.
we'll see. I mean, I'm up for it. But yeah, the Europeans seem to like dig what we were doing. So hopefully.
And is that it then
Americans will be
for now? That'll be it then?
We're doing also a festival in the Dominican Republic in February called Destination Chaos.
Unbelievable. It doesn't stop for Iggy.
I mean, why would you stop?
No, well, for his own health and everything, but it sounds like he's worked that out.
I think this is part of him feeling alive,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest with you, so...
Good for him.
Yeah.
Get him on the show. Have him,
Yeah, I'll have him swing by.
Is he online? Does he mess with the internet and everything?
It's funny because he doesn't really, he doesn't run his own accounts, but when I would show up to rehearsal, he'd be like, oh, I saw you had a vegan croissant in Berlin. And
so he's
just
peeking around.
Well, he watches my Insta stories, and
Right.
someone's like, does your assistant hold up the phone and say, look, this is what Sarah's posting, or does he
Right.
have a secret account? I don't know how it works. But he's aware of stuff, but he doesn't, he lets other people handle it.
It's funny when everybody is using these things all the time, and you already know what everyone's doing, so when you just see them, I saw you doing that thing. Man. Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
Don't need to talk at all. Everything's been told. You use Instagram? Do you use social media? What's your thoughts on social media?
Yeah, at Jay Weingarten, actually.
I'm not looking to help. I'm not
Oh,
teeing you up to
never
plug.
mind.
I'm hoping you have observations.
Well, actually, I was curious what when you were talking about when you went to Hawaii when you broke up. What year was that? Because that sounded a lot like that movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's true. That's true. I think it was before that.
Right.
So I wonder if they were spying on me, using my own life for material.
That's bizarre.
That is truly weird. Let's take a call from the Zoom community.
Jeff Zarilla.
YouTube.
Paging Jeff Zarilla.
Which YouTuber was that?
How's it going?
Listen to this. I picked this out of the gift basket. This little.
And I press.
How's it going?
Wait. Listen to Vic's new drop, courtesy of me.
And I press the music or the YouTube.
I got sucked into. People don't want to hear me talk about Woody Allen.
really.
I got sucked into these Woody Allen interviews, and I find them very, so boring that you kind of fall asleep to him, But he's especially when he's old, and Tom Sharpling does a great impression of him as a very old, elderly, feeble man, But he's so proud of his Luddite. The Luddite, or how would you say it? Ludditedness of him.
Right.
Or he's just I don't know how to use anything.
He's a different kind of person. The world's so advanced.
He's going on about how he doesn't know how to work his TV and shit. It was well, it sounds like you're an idiot. Where's your curiosity?
I don't know what the control.
Give me your glasses. Jesus Christ. Incidentally, I don't have a remote control, Just I look at it, it's like it's from Mars. I don't have a computer, and sometimes I look at YouTube for, old videos of Mort Saul and Bing Crosby. Jesus. Jeez, you don't have any. Your eyes suck, man.
Oh, do they?
No.
Sorry, bro.
Maybe you shouldn't work in the visual arts. You ever think about that?
I'm trying to draw before I go blind.
Yeah. You're sucking all of the vision out under those paintings. Look at this, another one.
I know.
Done. Finished.
Look at that snaggle.
You should set up you should set up shop on Venice Beach or something like that.
That sounds good, man. Just smoke weed all day, do a little goblin and shit. I'd probably make $100 a day.
Yeah, you'd be set.
Hell yeah.
But why brag about not knowing things so much like Woody does?
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Well, I think
I have no
oftentimes we
interest.
defend things when we feel insecure about them. That it's a shortcoming that he has, you know.
He still uses the same typewriter from the 50s, and they're missing keys. That
Maybe if he upgraded, he'd get better material.
His
going. I don't know.
his assistant goes in and marks the missing letter. It's like the mystery story.
When I was in high school, I went into the advanced drama class, and the girls there were like, and because I was a stoner, bad kid, you know, but I wanted to express myself, and they were like, and one of the girls stood up and goes, "There's a guy in here who doesn't care about this. He just wants an easy A and all this," and I was like, "That's me."
Yeah.
And then I memorized this like real long. I was like, I'll show them. So I memorized this like super long Woody Allen monologue and did it. Yeah. And then,
which one from Annie Hall?
I can't remember. It was in a book of like his comedic writings or whatever. And then they were kind of like, "Oh, you can memorize shit.
He's the real deal.
Your brain is not destroyed by brown weed, I guess."
We have a caller here, and I just rudely interrupted him.
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, what are you filming this?
No,
look at this VHS.
Are you a news reporter? A news cameraman?
No, it's set up. Greetings from Buenos Aires.
Yes.
We talked before.
I would think Iggy could hit South America and just kill down there too. He can go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Massive crowd.
What's going on in Buenos Aires these days?
Too much. Yeah, you saw they tried to assassinate the vice president.
I heard about that.
Inflation is at 80%. It is complete insanity down here.
Oh.
But we're tanking along. We're doing good. But I come with a segment. You guys seem to be looking for segments all the time, right? Like
we're desperate.
So I got a pitch for you. The Cringe Corner.
I like it.
All right, I like the what's that called? Alliteration.
Assonance.
We have these things, you know, that you wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and you remember, and it happened 10 years ago, but you just can't get it out of your soul, and it happens. And so this could be a form of people to come in here and then release this thing, and then maybe by bringing it, you know, out into the public, it calms it all down.
I have one. I don't think I've ever talked about this. You ever have a thing that like you replay in your head over and over again about something that almost happened and didn't happen, and you're like you put the brakes on just in time. When I was in high school, I was doing this play, and I had this a woman at the theater who was the director and very close with her, and her mom had just passed away, and I don't know what the context was. It was joking around about saying like an excuse for why somebody didn't come to the show or why I was late or something. And in my brain was about to go, "Oh, my mom is sick, she's dying." And then right before I said, I stopped and just like, "Oh, fuck." It would have been disastrous.
That would have been weird.
Yeah.
Is that an invasive thought? What is that? Like when you almost tell an insane lie that...
I don't know. It was purely innocent. It was just meant to be an absurd reason, or just a joke, clowning around about missing something. I went a little dark with it in general, but yes, I always cringe in the middle of the night thinking what would have been if it would have escaped my lips. What about you, Jay? Are you a cringe guy?
Yeah, absolutely. I always find it cringeworthy. I don't know if anyone's ever had this experience when somebody's waving and you think it's that, or think it's them waving to you, and it's waving to another person, right?
It happens to me all the time.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does happen a lot, yeah. Because
So
I think everybody's
cringy.
like trying to say hi to me or something. I don't know. I just want them to say hi to me. I want connection, I guess. I don't get it.
Excellent.
Kind of sad.
Well, your segment has brought the show to a screeching halt.
But I could bring my own, and it'll lighten things up.
Let's hear it.
Oh yes, that's what he was leading to.
Yeah, all right. So I'm filming a movie, right? And so with movies, you have editors. So I spent the day filming. I'm filming everything. We filmed it. It was all good. I leave the computer on the desk, right? And
Got
so
it.
late at night, I'm worried that it's not filming or something, it's not charging. And so I come in, but of course I come in without pants on because it's late at night. And I go to check on it and I'm scratching my balls, but I'm not scratching them. I'm grabbing and I'm twisting and I'm looking at the thing, and I'm just grabbing.
We don't know.
Twisting.
She's getting like, okay.
So I was there. I was twisting my cock for these people.
But it's something that happens. It's something that's normal. But what I didn't realize is that it was recording. And so I go in with the editor, and we're looking at all the material. The material's wonderful. We get to the last part, and it's just a straight-on close-up of me just going to town on my cock and balls.
Jeffrey
And he tries to close it, but instead of closing it, he puts full screen, and it's full screen, and it's a short clip, and he has it on loop, and it's just looping around.
You're fully nude?
He's looping.
Are you fully nude?
It's awful. It was this horrible.
You were totally
experience.
naked?
No, it was just just the pants, and so
It's
it was
almost
just
the worst thing is a guy with no pants on but a shirt. That isn't long enough.
Shirt cocking.
I would rather full nudity.
Oh man, I have a funny story. This sort of like that. This artist guy came to one of my art shows and was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan. Can I show you some of my art?" And he like pulls out his phone and he starts like swiping through his phone, and then there's just a picture of him wearing panties with his dick out to the side, and I was all, "Oh, that's your dick," and I was all, "It's fine, it's cool," and like, but like I didn't want to embarrass him. It's like, your art is great, your art is awesome, bro.
My phone is always filled with shit like that, but it's from jokes and text threads and stuff where I'm sending people gross images and naked guys.
We like naked. Yes.
I almost got kicked off of Instagram for posting all these naked Bilbo photographs. He's like hanging upside down by his dick and stuff. Anyways, I had to stop.
Do you want me to do the penis thing?
Who was that? Joe Rogan?
Oh, that was Doug.
Yeah.
That was Doug. All right. Well, that's terrible. That's all terrible. Matt, do we have this announcement to make? You put this in the thread here.
Yeah, because they're gonna notice if you're listening to the podcast, you're gonna notice some changes because
we've added high frequencies to drive you insane. You'll notice eventually. You won't notice right away. It'll eventually drive you insane if you aren't already.
Do you want to share the news? Do you want me to explain?
I think it's better coming from you. I have no real knowledge of this.
We're
very excited, of course. But
yes, we are
some
joining,
business to discuss.
We are joining Forever Dog Network, the Forever Dog Network, with the best show, Double Threat. Our pals over there.
Yes, the great Tom Sharpling's best show, the template
Forever Dog.
for all modern radio.
They're going to help us bring this show to the next level.
What level's that?
Yeah, where are we going?
How's that even
1
possible?
to 2.
We were at 9.8 and we'll be at level 10 and we'll be back on Spotify as well.
I got gun to my head back on Spotify. I'll tell you, I thought I'm a one man. Fucking, you're on Spotify.
Resistance.
I don't
Against
use
your
it.
will.
I don't,
Yeah, I don't
use
use
it.
it.
My music is on there. I don't.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do. I'm a one man in the trenches, people firing down at me. Everybody. Matt, Vic, Doug, Tom, everybody now. My overlords at Forever Dog. I can't fight every battle. I fight as hard as I can.
You can buy it
and
on
I
iTunes
lose
or
battles. You have to be honest.
Amazon.com.
You have to be honest about losing battles. The game is the war. The end game is winning the war.
Yeah, it's
which
a
is complete
long-term
annihilation
long-term goal
of everything I despise.
First, we're gonna kill the CEO of Spotify.
I'm not killing anybody. Take that off the air.
Then
That's not...
Zuckerberg.
You hypocrite!
Well, we're not going
You
to.
hypocrite! Fuck off. What can you do?
Here, I want to.
You gotta live in the world.
Oh yes, look at
Can
that.
I give you
Change
this
the
now?
attitude.
Is this a good time?
So, no. Forever Dog. I mean, the key is listeners aren't going to need to do anything.
No, you may notice if you're listening to the podcast, the free half, it might.
The Patreon remains as a key source of our income and a source of enjoyment and mirth for you.
Murph.com.
Now let's go to your art.
Okay.
Well, look how fucking fat I am in that drawing. I mean, I don't know if you know this, Sarah. I lost a tremendous amount of weight through
You
hard
look
work.
great.
Thank you. And
This
those are
was
dark
a
days.
photograph you guys sent me. These
Look at that.
photos.
Look, bring this photo up here. Or
Is this you?
drawing. This is a photo.
This is Tim Heidecker.
Look at that. Show that. That's a fairly accurate drawing from a photograph. Of it was a close-up shot that was compressed.
When
and everything.
you were in elementary school.
No, that's from the pandemic, man. I lost my lost my will to take care of myself during the pandemic, as we all.
I'm glad that you're back. But this is so this is the original illustration that I did for the shirt, one of the shirt designs back.
Yes.
So I thought I'd give this to you guys.
That is incredible.
I could just put it somewhere. Anyways, the other thing I want to say is friend of the show, Sarah Squirm.
Sarah Squirm, listen.
So Sarah Squirm, I did this for her. So she's performing tonight in San Francisco. So I don't know where. Just go follow her online or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, this
it says it right there. Oh, it doesn't say.
Well, it doesn't say the place.
Right.
But anyways, so
that is beautiful.
she's
Look at
awesome.
you. You're making her brand. You're making what she does. You're representing it in the visual form that lets people know this is what I'm in for.
Right. Yeah.
This is what's gonna
Disgusting blood and clowns and shit.
Right.
Yeah. Would you like?
That
It's
is
for you,
so
Tim.
cool. Oh, I don't want to put that. I don't want to put somebody else's stuff up on the wall. It may be Iggy Pop, but
well, one of these guys, Vic, maybe Vic.
No, we'd be happy to have it. We'd be happy to have it.
Okay, excellent. Well,
that's great.
Good.
Man. How did you connect with her? Through us or through?
Probably through you guys. I basically, online. I was like, I saw her Instagram or something, but we kind of both coalesced at the same time. The 2-night show. I hosted one night and she hosted. Do you remember that?
Was this a fucking Leo Tolstoy story?
Yeah. It is.
Simple.
But what was
The
it?
drop concert.
The drop concert. Yes.
Drop
So I
concert.
remember I interviewed you guys in that thing. And
Yes.
then she did the second
Yes,
night.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
That was so fun, man. It was a good time.
days. Good days. All right, another Zoomer, please. If you have a question for Sarah here, or Skinner, or me, or whoever anybody.
Sylvie, let's try again.
Hello.
There you go.
Hello.
Wow.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Well, I guess first, noveler, love your music.
Wait, let's start again. Noveller.
Noveller. This whole time I was saying noveler, like someone who writes novellas or something.
It's a made up word, so I can't really fault you for your
So
pronunciation.
you're asking a lot
And
from us.
I appreciate that you are listening, and thank you so much.
Yeah, I played a lot of Arrow when I was doing a radio show in 2020.
Amazing.
So I
Arrow is a
Thank
band
you.
of yours?
Arrow is a record that I put out in 2020.
Oh, nice. Are you you're a radio DJ in the independent music world?
On sutrofm.net, San Francisco internet radio.
Nice. You ever play any of my records?
What?
You ever play any of my records?
You make music? I'm kidding.
I knew she was kidding. Nobody's sitting in the Zoom room. Don't know I'm making music.
I got you.
You did not get me. I was fully.
Yeah, you got Timmy. You got.
Answer my question.
Anyways,
do you play the
so today is my birthday, and
Happy birthday! It's Luke Burba's birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday, Luke. So I wanted to say, because I've been going through this thing where I wanted to say thank you to the people who kind of got me through these past 2 years. So I got really, really sick a couple years ago, and I was in bed for like 2 weeks, and then I was looking on YouTube, and I saw the 12-hour YouTube video on cinema where it's just like And I'd never even heard of it before, and I started watching it, and it got me really hooked. And just like watching every episode and seeing how, just slowly the story just expanded and got so twisted and psychedelic, and it just really made me feel like I was.
I make art that changes people.
And heals them.
And heals.
Healed. You were
That's a
healed.
key. I make art that heals people.
I mean, I really
Grab
felt
that
like I was
line.
on my
Grab
deathbed.
I make
I
art
really
that
felt
heals
like I was on my
people.
deathbed.
What's that?
I have so
I really felt like I was on my deathbed, and I was just.
I'm Jesus Christ. Well, that is, thank you.
Jesus Christ.
And
Amen.
do I do it
And
for
I-
that
and-
reason? No. Am I happy that this is the results? This is the end, the byproducts of our tremendous enjoyment in making things? Of course.
And this is also around
Yes.
the time that I, through that also discovered like Vic stuff and then Doug stuff, all good stuff. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Yeah.
For getting me through that.
I accept your
and
thanks.
also, oh, good. and and also you were talking about Elvis earlier.
Yes.
And I did try to watch the movie. And but really it's exhausting. So I got like about an hour in before my body just started shutting down.
Well,
And
you're
then,
sickly, so that could be part of it.
I'm not. Yeah, I am
It's
not
not for
the
the weak.
healthiest.
Okay. On Cinema healed you. The Elvis movie almost killed you.
Back
Okay.
down. But then actually a little bit afterwards, I ended up seeing another Elvis movie that was so much better. And it's by a filmmaker named Mickey Reese, and it's called Mickey Reese's Alien.
Oh.
And it's like a low budget independent movie. And it's just about this like little, when Elvis is living with Priscilla in their mansion, he's kind of going towards his Vegas stage. And he gets somebody pregnant in the South.
Uh-oh.
And so he
Don't
goes.
do it again.
Yeah.
So,
It's
we got a
great.
problem.
He says
Colonel?
baby child.
Call the
He
doctor.
says baby child a lot in his accent. I'm not going to do the accent.
That's my baby
But it's
child.
really.
That's my baby child.
Yeah, baby child. And it's really funny. It's in black and white for no reason. But
Artistic
it's really good.
reasons.
So I really recommend it.
High school.
I like these biopics that just kind of narrow in on a little. You don't do the whole. A great movie. I think it is. I don't expect much of any of these movies. So when they're more than just complete trash, I'm happy with it. I'm happy for them.
Kurt Russell played Elvis in 1979.
Oh, yeah.
And John Carpenter directed it.
Really?
Yeah.
The other biopic that I highly recommend is Judy, the Judy Garland movie. Did you see that?
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Terrific.
Is that another one like you don't know anything about her and then
Yeah.
kind of like
But that one really did focus on there was flashbacks and stuff, but it was like her going to London for this big comeback. She was going to try to revive her career, a little bit like the Elvis thing in Vegas, but it's very sad. It's very, very moving. And, watched it on a plane, so that probably had something to do with it. A lot of tears.
She was in The Wizard of Oz.
These movies are all like a cautionary
That's
tale. Cautionary tale, like
Fame is a bitch,
dude. The Amy Winehouse movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah.
all of it, where you're just like, get rid of these scumbags. Like having people that care about you around you is just the paramount, most important thing you.
I've
could
got
do.
nothing but thieves around me.
Yeah, you got all these sickos. Look at this.
All right. Well, listen, I wish you continued health. I'm glad to see your bounce back. And happy holidays. And
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. It's a holiday in my book. Your birthday should be a happy holiday. It should be a national holiday, as should Luke.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
everybody. We have a lot of fun, right? Are you having fun? Are you okay?
I am.
You're warming up to the idea of being here?
Yes.
Jay, what's your favorite holiday?
Probably Halloween.
Oh, why is that?
Free munchies, essentially. Down the block.
Are you a pot guy?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I feel like you must be.
Not really, no.
Well, that's a shocker, actually, considering your art.
I dabble occasionally.
Yeah.
I sometimes take edibles before bed for maximum dreams.
Oh yeah, that was a question earlier. What do you dream about, Tim?
Last night, I dreamt I was in this giant factory, very weird factory, and I was in the control room of a studio. Down many, many flights was the band, the very good band, playing in the studio. And I was up there for a while, not enjoying myself, and I thought, why don't I go down there and be in the room with them? What am I doing up here? Went down, and it was very confusing to get down there. It took a while, but then I got down there, and it was a great dream.
You're gonna have to finish that dream tonight, and we're gonna need to know the end of that dream.
And we danced.
But wait, how would one interpret that though? The band's down there, and like you're separate from the band.
Yeah, but I don't want to be. I want to be at one with the band.
Okay, so you came. Okay, so you came down, and everything was okay.
Yeah, it was a healing
Oh, there it
experience.
is. Okay.
Cool.
What?
That's you worked through it. That's good.
Yeah, my dreams are very
I like
healthy.
that. Yeah,
Very healthy, very balanced.
All right, how about another call?
You ever die in your dream? Sorry, that
It's
ever
impossible.
Dude,
You
Harvey
wake
Keitel
up,
shot
you
me
wake
in the
up.
face in one of my dreams
Oh,
one
God.
time. And you know what was crazy was because I had just watched that movie. What was it with the Clockers or something?
Oh.
Was he in that?
I don't know.
Anyway, so in the dream he shoots me in the face, and I was like, oh, now I'm dead. And then like I fell into the seat. But what happened was I just kept falling forever. Like I never I was waiting to end, and then I woke up. I was like, what in the hell? The hell is that?
Were you going through some stuff at the time?
Always.
Well, look
going
at what he
through
does
stuff.
for a living. Look at all these
Always
skulls.
going through stuff.
Come on, he's dreaming of all these nightmare paintings.
No,
he's looking at.
I'm balanced like you. We're the same.
I know.
To me, those guys aren't mean though. Those look friendly like ghouls to me. Are you trying to scare people?
That's a snarl if I've ever seen one.
Listen. Here's the deal. I'm
Here's the
just like people who draw monsters and illustrate and stuff like that. To me, it's just art. It's not like making some Saw movie, like some just freak.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Torture porn. I don't like realistic violence. I like fantasy stuff, weird, cool,
Do you
fun
like
stuff.
Hammer horror films from
Yeah,
this
they're
little bit-
fine.
little bit- are they all right?
I like Andy Warhol horror films. You
Oh,
ever
I don't
seen
think I've ever
those?
seen I never saw that. Dracula?
Dude, it's fucking weird, man. Like
Oh, I wanna
Andy
see it.
Warhol, yeah, it's the Dracula in that movie is this like wimpy little wiener who
Like Andy himself.
Yeah. I think it is him, but he
Right.
has his assistant like, go get me some blood, you know? And he takes a piece of bread, finds a dead dog on the street, soaks up the blood in the bread, and brings it back to Dracula, and he's like, oh, thank you. It's delicious.
I had a horror moment the other day. We drove out to the beach, go to that Neptune's Net. You know Neptune's Net? Nice.
Yeah.
Right up there in Ventura. And we park, and I sit in the passenger seat, and I open the door, and there's a dead bird decapitated right outside, like almost stepped on it. Yow.
What the hell?
It's like a chicken that got its head cut off. Or... what
But it wasn't running around. It was laying down.
Well,
No, but you know, like artists.
Michael Cosgrove seems particularly agitated, Michael.
Okay.
What's going
Bring it
on?
in.
Yeah, he's been chomping at the bit here.
Michael, I have the same
hey.
Nike hat that you have.
Yeah, no, it's my birthday as well. So I just wanted to.
I
get-
don't
I'm bugging the hell out of Matt.
Prove it. Show me your license. No, I don't
Let's
need you to
get-
prove
yeah,
it. It doesn't matter if
get
it
your
is or not.
passport
It
out.
isn't anyways.
Yeah, this is like a bizarro Matt Carlin right here.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Little
From
bit.
another
Little bit.
dimension.
What do you have for me today, Michael?
So, saw Elvis. So I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Finally.
Tom Hanks was insufferable, but I enjoyed the performance of everyone else. So I went on a deep dive on YouTube. I actually found a pretty cool documentary. It's very 80s, which I love. It's about this family had an old Kodak film of the first footage of Elvis ever.
Oh.
And it's pretty cool to check out. You know, they just found it, and everyone at the Smithsonian was like weeping, and it's just this really wholesome family, very 80s. Thought, check it out. But yeah,
Wait, so
I thought you were setting me up for a joke. That's what I was feeling a pun
He's got
coming.
a movie recommendation.
How old was Elvis in this? Wait,
When he was-
what's it called?
1956, I believe, was the footage. It's this old couple that just had a Kodak wine camera, and they just happened to take a
that's
video
cool.
of it, and they
That's
found it.
all right, mama. That's all
I guess
right.
the guy at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame said it was the second most important footage ever, aside from the JFK video.
Oh my God.
I know, it was really cool. I was like, this is wild.
Crazy. You know, the other part I don't like, that's all right, mama. Like the guy that's like, that Elvis borrows from. It's like, that's all right, mama. He keeps doing that over and over again. You don't remember that part? Or did
It
you
was
miss
like
this
an
one?
old, like a blues singer.
Yeah, but it
doing
kept, it was so annoying. I don't think the original song sounds
Oh,
like that.
Oh,
wait.
don't be such a literalist.
Are you talking about the guy from the Smithsonian that went down and recorded all the blues musicians?
Oh,
Alan Lomax?
That's like one of the most important things that anybody's done.
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
ever.
He's not talking
I don't
about
think
that.
that's what he's talking about, though.
It's not that.
Hey, they got
But
Archie
that-
Bunker's chair at the Smithsonian. You ever go there and weep? I go there, I weep it. I see Fonzie's jacket, I
See those
fucking
red,
weep it.
red slippers. Bunch of trash. What is it? The Hard Rock Cafe?
They go get it out of a dump.
Yeah.
They're just like Archie Bunker's chair. All the kids standing around.
I'm glad we didn't get you a chair. Speaking of chairs.
Oh, do you want me to?
No, you're just got
I spilled
your
paint
energy.
all over this chair.
Oh no!
I do apologize.
That's my good stool.
Oh man.
Sarah, you are on your music. So people just search your name? I just want to make sure I get people listening to your music on this show. That's part of your
Yeah, I want
part
to
of the
find
agreement we have.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
So you just go Noveller in all the searches.
I would search my name, which is Sarah Lipstate.
Okay.
Not Sarah Noveller.
Not Sarah Lipstick
Not-
either.
Not lipstick. Sarah
Jeez.
Lipstate. And then you be able to find everything from there.
How many records do you have out?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
I'm gonna deep
Yeah,
dive.
you could go to noveller.bandcamp.com and then see everything, whole discography there.
Right.
That's another-
Bandcamp we like. Bandcamp seems like a fairly benevolent organization as far as I know for now.
Yeah.
People are going to tell me I'm wrong. But, you know,
Go on iTunes.
much more supportive of
How
artists.
crazy just to see photos of you on stage with Iggy Pop. Like, this is such a unique, crazy dream to happen. Like, he's a legendary rock icon, and you're just like up there rocking with him. That must be surreal.
That's how Vic feels when he's on stage with me.
That's true.
He's in the black. He's in the back tickling the keys.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like comfortable like just to talk with them and like hang out with them, or is it like still like weird and awkward? Or was it ever weird? I don't know.
No, I mean he's very. I think he's a great guy. I never really felt uncomfortable talking to him. I felt pretty at ease. The only thing is like his hearing, understandably, is not so good. So you really have to speak up.
Right.
So aside from that, I mean.
Does he ever like FaceTime with David Bowie or something like
Well,
that?
David Bowie passed.
Or,
Yeah, that
not Bowie, sorry.
Brian Eno?
Does he ever do a Ouija board with
Eno,
David
sorry.
Bowie?
Who's the other people from the Berlin era? Daryl Hall was there for a while, I think.
Brian Eno.
He was.
Wait, no, because
Eno?
didn't David Bowie? I mean, what was the whole story
Fripp.
where he went to go get Iggy Pop off the streets or something? What's that story?
I don't.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm just trying to bring some fun, some rock.
I've been watching a lot of David Bowie interviews, like from the early 2000s. He's become like he's so normal, and like he's just like he looks just like a. Who does he look like?
I don't like those era. That era.
Fuck off.
Is that
He looks like
Tin
Trent
Machine
Reznor or
with the
something.
Small
Or like,
glasses and stuff.
No, not that. There's one that I saw. He looked like Michael McKean. That's what he looked like.
oh, really?
Yeah.
It was weird seeing those 60s, 70s psychedelic weirdo rockers in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Where like, what the hell happened to you,
Yeah.
man?
Elvis would have been.
Did
great
you ever
in
see the
80s.
Frank Zappa's like suits and shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
come on now, homie. Let's
Hate
go
Frank
back to the.
Zappa.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Oh,
Well, I like him as I kind of like him as a thinker. Like I
yeah.
like his writing and his political activism was great.
Yeah.
But the music is for the dumpster.
Have you ever heard that song, Watermelon and Easter Hay?
Of course not.
Okay.
I stay far away from
It's
that.
beautiful.
You a fan?
No.
No, thank you. See, real people.
But you know what?
Real
Real
artists,
people.
real
But you know what?
musicians.
Frank Zappa, you guys have parallels in your antagonism towards the status quo in a lot of ways.
I was going to find this
Very
quote,
similar people.
quote from Lou Reed about Frank Zappa. Do you know this one?
He's like, he could play the guitar. I can't. I'm an old skeleton junkie. I can't do
Lou
it.
Reed Frank Zappa quote. He was like asked about all these.
Yeah, that's great.
Zappa is the single most untalented person I heard in my life, he sneered. He's a two-bit pretentious academic and he can't play rock and roll because he's a loser. And that's why he dresses funny.
Jesus Christ. Dude, Frank Zappa is like one of the greatest guitar players of all time. Have you heard
He's
that?
probably the single, and then he says again in another interview, he's probably the single most untalented person I've heard in my life. He's a two-bit pretentious academic and he can't play rock and roll. Or maybe it's kind of the same.
Did you hear
Well,
what
Lou
Sterling
Reed,
Morton-
did you hear what,
his,
okay, talk about not
He's
talented.
not. This is a good. This is like a Neil Hamburger quote.
Oh,
he's
no.
not happy with himself, and I think he's right.
All right, I'll take that one. But dude, have you heard Lou Reed singing on that Metallica album?
Well,
talk about dog shit.
No,
Lord.
that's a whole other thing. That's poetry and art and I don't
want to
know.
hear
I don't
you
know the
do
record,
singing
but
for Metallica. That would be cool.
I don't know that record, but apparently, I think Tom Sharpling, our podcast mate, talked about this the other day that it was easy to blow off as a big failure or whatever, but that it's all about his knowing that he's about to die, and there's like all sorts of I don't know. I don't know the record. Do you know, Lulu?
No.
No. Okay. You're playing it safe tonight, I think. Although you did come out as an anti-Zappa head, so you're gonna start getting booed at your. All right.
I'm okay with that.
Matt, let's take one more call.
Jay, are you in something with Alan Resnick? Is that a thing?
In something?
Yeah. Are you working with him?
Cahoots?
No.
not
Well,
that I
he
know.
is. He's going to be actually at a live event I'm putting on at Braindead Studios.
There,
So.
Do you have something to plug about this?
Well, it's just I'm starting a show with my friend. Actually, I'm wearing a shirt.
I should hope so.
Under here, it's with my friend Matthew Golden,
Oh,
and
you
we
and
have a
Matthew
show.
do some great work together. I can tell you that much.
So yeah, we have a show at Braindead Studios, and Alan will be on that. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah,
Next
well, I just
month.
know that you have a connection to
Yeah,
Alan,
was
too.
filming with him last night in a garage. For Dance Freak, the experimental horror film. Him and Robbie Ratcliffe.
Okay, cool. We'll be looking for that in all the cinemas next year, I suppose.
Yeah, we were irritating the neighbors, and they started blasting music, so we couldn't record. And then we
that's
had to
not
wait.
nice.
And I was like, yeah, it was okay. It was very fun.
Let's take one more caller, and then we will get on with our day.
Haza, what do you got
Haza,
for us
Haza, Haza.
today, Haza?
What's going on today? What's going on? Tim, hello.
Oh,
Can you
hello.
hear me, baby?
Yeah, I'm all right. How you doing? You doing all right?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling a bit of a Beatles, Rolling Stones mood.
Yeah, which one?
Oh well, I probably
You can't be both.
probably
Can't be
Stones.
both,
Probably, I
mate.
feel a bit Brian Jones. Not the best of weather. Right. What
Oh,
was the
yeah.
question that you wanted to ask me? No, the other way round. What question do I want to ask you? Marry, fuck, kill. Eric Wareheim, Greg Turkington, or Mark Provinsky.
Who's Mark Provinsky?
Okay, I'll change that. Marry, fuck, kill. Greg Turkington, Eric Wareheim, or yourself.
I suppose myself will be killed, and then I won't have to worry about the rest.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry about. I
Are you
didn't-
going
sorry.
to the fucking Queen's funeral? Are you going?
We haven't been yet, mate. Has it been already? I didn't hear the. I didn't hear
No,
the
I'm
music. I don't
asking if you're
think.
going, not as if you went.
I didn't go. No, I'm not going.
You're not
Oh,
going.
oh shit! Sorry. God save the Queen. Yeah, I'll go. I'll go. She's
Spice
cool.
Girls are performing.
We're supposed to like them, aren't we?
Boy, what a crock. All that fucking time spent on the news about this Queen. I don't even want to talk about it, but it's
like what's
push notifications.
I mean, it's interesting because we're living in there's such a stratification of have and have nots that like somebody like the Queen is representative of like, just the kind of like infectedness of wealth and people that are just struggling.
yeah,
to
the
get
most
by.
stark example of the ludicroussousness
Yeah.
of this disparity that exists.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a break.
Burn the castle.
Imagine calling somebody a queen or a royalty.
Dude, you know what?
Your Highness. Like, get the fuck out of here. What am I, 1823?
I feel like we in America have our own version of that with the Kardashian.
There you go.
Yeah.
Almost.
You got a bunch of rich white trash. No, you know what they said? They're like, oh, we're having budgetary problems in England, and they're like, well, how is the royals, accommodating this, and they said, oh well, we stopped paying the guy who plays music to her with the geese every morning outside of her window. And I was like, dude.
Big savings.
On his little lute.
Yeah. I mean, CNN, those places love it because like, we just can just coast on this for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do any actual reporting.
She just looks like a little gremlin, man.
No, well, I've got nothing against the woman herself necessarily.
She was a great person.
I don't know. Who knows? How can you even know?
I mean,
it's all spun up to be what they want it to be. So maybe she was a fucking sicko.
I like that. Like Charles is just this weird, bizarre dude, and he's
how about that
right
hand? Vic caught onto the hand.
Hot dog hand.
He's got. Do we have the hot dog hand?
Yeah, let me.
I think he should be calling for off with his hand.
Yeah.
Have you seen this hand? Oh, Sarah, you're gonna lose it. Holy
Plump
cow!
when you cook 'em.
I don't want anybody to suffer. Believe me.
Oscar Mayer hand.
Maybe Don Jr. I would like to have him have some kind of impacted tooth or something.
Yeah, I want his infection.
But this hand, I don't know if we can get it up in time.
We can make liberals cry again.
Dude, that guy's so pathetic.
This one isn't a good example of it. But.
This isn't the one.
Oh, this is one where he.
Yeah, but you can't. There's a picture that Vic sent. I mean, 2 weeks ago, whatever. That's like his hand is like it's like gigantic.
Really blown up.
Oh,
yeah, you know what's so interesting is like why is it that all the people that are like these famous, I don't know, like royal people or tech people or anything, are the worst? All these oligarchical like social like maggots. They're like they're the worst. They're always the worst. No imagination, like didn't earn anything. It's just crazy. Look at this guy. He didn't earn those plump hands.
It's a product of overeducation, I'm afraid. No, I don't know. There's a better picture. Look up Charles.
Matt, here, I sent you one.
Grotesque hand.
Matt, check this one out that I just sent you.
Inbred hand.
You won't believe it.
Vic's asking me if it's a
Look at this like gold thing on the table.
How do I know? What am I, a cardiologist now?
It's like everything's gold.
What would you do if you were king, Jay?
King?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Oh, look at those fingers.
I really don't appreciate having to look at this.
You can always go like this if you want.
How much sodium in those hands, right?
Oh, man.
Can we get my pinky ring
Look
expanded?
at his fingers trying to escape the ring, man. Look at that.
That's going to pop. I think the thing is he gets stung by bees every morning. It's like a ritual.
The royal bees.
Bring in the bees.
Dude, did you hear that they said they have royal bees? And they were like, we had to tell the royal bees that the queen was dead.
Oh, God.
What are all those medals on his chest, too? What does that signify?
From bee sting.
Now, I want to know what... We'll end the show with this. Jay, what would you do if you were king?
If I were king for the day, that's a great question. First order of business, I would ban the word moist.
Okay.
Random? No, it's cringy, right? You guys cringe?
It's a good definition if something's slightly wet, but
okay.
I don't think it would be a big deal either way.
I despise the term. So.
I'd bring back the Whopper in a big way. I would reintroduce America to the Whopper. It's a beloved sandwich that we've just forgot about. And it's time we honor the Whopper. Whopper with cheese, got to be clear about that. What's great about the Whopper is you can customize it. Can't do that at McDonald's. Good luck telling them to make your Big Mac a certain way. Whopper does it right.
It smells so good.
Keep on whopping. That's their new...
Keep on whopping.
Keep on
That's got a
whopping.
little bit with a little mayo on the bottom.
All right, folks, it is noon here in California. Sarah, thank you so much for coming in. Your performance was incredibly... I don't know what to say. I mean, it's just cool. That's all it is.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
And Skinner, you are a treasure.
Thanks.
Great friend of the show. Great talent. And are we giving one of those away? Or
You
we're just
can
gonna
give
keep
both
it?
of them away. You can do whatever you
All right.
like.
Join Patreon if you're not a member already and maybe win one of these paintings. And Jay Weingarten, you ever think about opening a beer garden but calling it a wine garden and just serving wine? That could be something fun.
Ugh.
Jay Weingarten's Wine Garden. So you're like, what? It's a little random. Everybody have a great week and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
But others hearing this may find things they would argue.
We'll see you tonight, The Stress Factor.
Don't miss next week's broadcast.
I do not sing what I believe. I only give them facts.
Have a good life.
If they believe quite otherwise, it still will have impact.
O'er the land of
Goodbye, American pie. American pie.